Good morning, students of 9th standard. Again, we are back with history and political science. We were learning about economic development, fourth lesson, economic development. We have finished two parts and we are going to the last final part. And today we are going to deal with new economic policy. Okay, new economic policy. The year 1991 is very important in the history of modern India. After the 10th general elections, P.V. Narasimha Rao became the Prime Minister of India. With Dr. Manmohan Singh as Finance Minister, he adopted the new economic policy of linking India's economy with the global economy. For this, fundamental changes were brought about in the Indian economy. Indian economy was brought in tune with the global mainstream. During this period, Indian economy was in a crisis situation. Before the P.V. Narasimha Rao government took charge, Chandrasekhar was the Prime Minister. During his tenure, the rate of inflation was 17%. Economic growth rate had gone down by 1.1%. India had foreign exchange reserves only enough to last for imports for a week. It had become difficult to pay back its loan and even give the interest on it. In May 1991, the government had tried to control the situation by selling some of its gold reserves and by mortgaging some. Before the Chandrasekhar government, the VP Singh government had incurred a liability of over 10,000 crore rupees on the economy by waiving off the loans of all farmers. The proportion of internal loans of central and state governments together to the gross domestic product was 55%. In 1980-81, foreign loan was 2,350 crore dollars. It increased to 8,380 crore dollars in 1991. At this time, India had foreign exchange reserve of only 100 crore dollars. This also had the background of the increased oil prices due to the invasion of Kuwait by Iraq. It became difficult for India to raise a loan. Even the non-resident Indians started withdrawing their deposits in foreign currency from India. Remedies. P.V. Narasimha Rao appointed Dr. Manmohan Singh as Finance Minister in order to find a way out of this situation. Dr. Singh undertook many corrective measures. The situation began to change. He removed the restrictions on foreign investments. He restricted the license system to 18 industries. In view of the increasing losses in the public sector industries, he opened up the public sector for investment by private industries. In order to bring the share market under control, he established the Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI) in 1992. National Stock Exchange was computerized. He gave priority to remove the specter of recession. Foreign investment in India grew during the first tenure of Dr. Manmohan Singh as Finance Minister. India could recover the gold mortgaged with the Bank of England. The government got the support of the capitalist class as well as the middle class. As the government opened up the telecom sector, mobile phone services started all over the country. Dr. Manmohan Singh signed the agreement with the World Trade Organization and launched the policy of privatization, liberalization, and globalization. World Trade Organization. In 1995, India became a member of the World Trade Organization WTO. The organization had the following objectives: to free trade between countries, to put to an end all those discriminatory laws, restrictions, rules, and policies that are hurdles in the way of international free trade, and to regulate global trade with the help of a formal multi party mechanism. General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade (GATT) existed at the international level before the World Trade Organization came into being. It regulated commerce. In India, there were opposed extreme views about the World Trade Organization, yet India decided to take its membership. The provisions of the World Trade Organization are regarding grants, import export, foreign investment, agriculture, technology, and services. The sectors of electricity, water transportation, education, and health rapidly commercialized since India became a member of the World Trade Organization. As per the various reports of the World Trade Organization, India has made a considerable improvement in different areas like reduction in the below poverty line (BPL) population, decline in infant mortality, availability of facilities regarding drinking water and waste water management. India signed the South Asian Preferential Trade Agreement (SAPTA) along the lines of the World Trade Organization. India removed the import restrictions on several commodities for SAARC countries. India also gave discounts on import duties. India opened up the insurance sector to private and foreign investment. In this way, we have learned about the journey of India's economy. We have come a long way from mixed economy to globalization. In the next chapter, we are going to study India's progress in other fields. So this is how the new policy, how after Prime Minister Narasimha Rao making Dr. Manmohan Singh as the finance minister, how the changes took place. So we have finished that lesson, and this is what you are supposed to complete your homework. Thank you. Next lesson is education. We will learn later on.